Yo, guys, I hope you're well. So, guys, it's been brought to my attention that we've got a little bit of a update on question time. Let's check it out.
Welcome back to a new series of Question Time. It's been a long summer. We have a new parliament, a new government, which has promised a fresh start. But is it facing the same old problems? Let's find out with our audience and panel here in Ashton-under-Lyne. We're just half an hour's drive from Manchester, a city whose council, mayor and MPs are all Labour. And following the general election, our audience here reflects the new electoral picture across the country. Welcome to Question Time. Good evening, welcome to our panel, welcome to our audience, and of course, welcome to you at home. Great to see you after the summer. A word about the audience. Now, I mentioned obviously there's been an election in July, so the makeup of our audience has changed to reflect the new electoral picture across the country. So more people in our audience now voted Labour than for any other single party, then followed, of course, by the Conservatives and the Lib Dems, and a proportionate number of other parties that did well in July too. So that is how it's going to work now that we have a different government.
Hold on a second. So, from what I'm hearing, the audience has been divvied out on almost the proportional representation type of divvying up. Because if I've got this right, so because Labour won, was it like 411 seats or whatever it was, blah, 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 there will be more Labour voters, not voters, sorry, there'll be more Labour supporters in the audience. And then the second up would be the Conservatives. But what piqued my interest was that I think I heard that Liberal Democrats were third. And from, I think, the words, I always say it's important to listen to the words people say. So I think the words I heard was that the Liberal Democrats got more votes. And I would like to dispute that because I might be wrong. So if I'm wrong, let me know down here in the comment section. I should have done my homework before this. But according to my recollection, Reform UK got 4 million votes. They got a larger percentage of the public votes. The only thing that Reform UK didn't get was because of the way the system is calculated, is that those 4 million votes didn't translate into seats. So I think they got, was it 14% of the vote? And the Liberal Democrats got 12%. I might be wrong on that. So if I've got it wrong, let me know down here in the comment section. But if I remember rightly, Reform UK got 14%. Liberal Democrats got 12% of the vote. So from what I'm hearing and from what I'm deducing in my head, the audience should have been made up of the large majority would be Labour supporters, then the next in line would be Conservative. But then it shouldn't be Liberal Democrat supporters, it should be Reform UK, and then it should be Liberal Democrats. That's what I'm thinking. And then I think the last part of it was, okay, and the rest would be added up of all the rest. So whether you're independent, you're Green Party, your other parties, blah, blah, blah. That is what I'm getting from this. So I might be wrong. I might have it all twisted. So guys, I hope you forgive me. I want to listen to that once again. So let me know if I've got this right or if I've got it all twisted. But I'm confused. I am confused. So I just want to hear this again.
Welcome back to a new series of Question Time. It's been a long summer. We have a new parliament, a new government, which has promised a fresh start. But is it facing the same old problems? Let's find out with our audience and panel here in Ashton-under-Lyne. We're just half an hour's drive from Manchester, a city whose council, mayor and MPs are all Labour. And following the general election, our audience here reflects the new electoral picture across the country.
So they're in Ashton-under-Lyne, I think that's what she said, and which is a Labour foothold, etc., etc. Fair play. Let's go.
Welcome to Question Time.
See all the new graphics, etc. Are they new? I don't know.
Good evening, welcome to our panel, welcome to our audience, and of course, welcome to you at home. Great to see you after the summer. A word about the audience. Now, I mentioned obviously there's been an election in July, so the makeup of our audience has changed to reflect the new electoral picture across the country.
Okay, so I'll stop it there. So she says that the makeup of the audience has changed to reflect the new electoral picture across the country. Okay.
So more people in our audience now voted Labour than for any other single party, then followed, of course, by the Conservatives and the Lib Dems.
So she said Labour, followed by the Conservatives and Lib Dems. This is where I would like to raise a question with that, because I think the third largest, if you look at the popular votes, was Reform UK. That's what I'm thinking. If I'm wrong, let me know down here in the comment section. So I might have got it twisted, people, but I think I remember on the night that Reform UK got more votes than the Liberal Democrats. But for some incredible reason, the way they do the system, the Liberal Democrats vote translated to 70 odd seats, whereas Reform UK, did they get like 5 seats, 4 seats, something ridiculous like that? It's ridiculous.
And a proportionate number of other parties that did well in July too. So that is how it's going to work now that we have a different government.
So she said there'll be a proportionate number of seats for Question Time for voters who weren't from Labour, Conservative and Liberal Democrats. I don't think that's right, people. I might have got it twisted, but this is the BBC. A lot of people are at odds with the BBC over so many issues and so many areas that I'm not going to go into now. But just looking at the audience here, I don't know, people. Do you agree or disagree with... Is that Fiona Bruce? Is that Fiona Bruce? I think it's Fiona Bruce. For some reason, I've got Kirsty Walk in my head. But does Kirsty Walk do Newsnight? I'm not sure, because I haven't really watched these programs for a long time. So it's either Fiona Bruce or Kirsty Walk. I'm not too sure which one is which, so I apologise if I've got that wrong. But I would like to stick to my guns, and I feel that this is a little bit of... Yeah, they're tinkering. That's the word I want to use, tinkering. They're tinkering with what I remember happened on July 4th, 5th. They're tinkering. So the second part of this then, guys, as well, is that I always thought that we wanted a balanced viewpoint of everything. So is this the first time that Newsnight has done this? Or does Newsnight, or has Newsnight? What am I talking about? Sorry, Question Times. I told you, I have a memory of a goldfish swimming around in a goldfish bowl. So by the time I've done one lap, I've forgotten what I was talking about. Really? Anyway, guys, apologies on that. So is this something that Question Time has done before? Or is this a new policy from Question Time to, well, there's a bit of bias here, because I always thought that the audience was picked on merit and it wasn't picked on a piecemeal basis, whereas because Labour have got more seats, then Labour will have more audience members, etc., etc. I don't know if that leads to a balanced show. Let me know down here in the comment section. It's all very odd to me, the way these things are done. I always thought they were done on maybe a ballot basis and there was a bit of fairness, so there's a bit of diversity in the audience, etc., etc. But it is what it is. So I'm assuming that the Green Voice, you won't hear so many topics and questions around sustainability, around ESG, around all these areas that they're talking about, because the Greens got I don't even remember what they got. Was it 6%? I don't even know what that was of the vote. But it is what it is, people. So let me know down here in the comment section. I'm kind of feeling there's a bit of tinkering going on here at question time, and I'm not certain if I actually like the way it's been explained, and I don't really know if I even like the way it's done. I always just assumed that it was a fair sort of reflection of the public going into things, but maybe that's how they look at a fair reflection of the public. I just thought it'd be more of a poll of people coming in, and for instance, they'll try and level it so that there's a bit of equality, so you don't get swamped by one viewpoint, whether it's left, whether it's right, or somewhere in between. It's what it is, people, and I'm learning new things each and every day. As I said before, I didn't used to watch the news for many a long year because I thought that the news was designed to make people feel a certain way, and that certain way was not well. Not well at all. But it is what it is, and let me know down here in your comment sections what you feel, and I will probably watch one or two more episodes of Question Time just to get a feel of what the BBC is doing, and if I feel that there's some tinkering going on, I will let you know. If I think they're playing with a straight bat as we do in cricket, I will let you know too. But at the moment I'm a little bit dubious, and I'm a little bit, I don't want to say what I'm feeling about this. It doesn't sit so well with me, but let me know in the comment section. Are you okay with that, or do you feel there's a sense of bias that's been crept into everything that we are watching and everything that we see on this TV? Let me know in the comment section. But apart from that, guys, make certain you look after yourselves, you look after each other, and make sure and make certain to come back to the next Urb'n Barz reaction, guys.